Hello, how you doing? I had loads of emails and messages about this, how to fry fish. So here we go. Look, I'm going to use some tilapia today. You can see the head's been taken off. Really simple method. Beautiful, nice soft meat inside, nice and crispy on the outside. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. Okay, so we've got 2 tilapia there. They were whole. I've taken their heads off. Now if you want, boil that up and give it to your cat, or you can use that to make some stock or even a nice fish head curry. So these have been cleaned, which means they've been descaled, the guts have been taken out, all the sharp fins have been taken off. Then what I've done is I took a knife and I scored it. I don't know if you can see that. Let me show you if I open up one. You can see that I've scored it down, so it's just like a few millimeters apart. I've done that on both sides. Let's get moving. We're going to season it up and fry it. It's very simple. So we're going to start by adding some salt. Be quite generous. Black pepper. Again, be quite generous. And then I've got a 1/4 cup here of lemon juice. That's going to go on as well. I'm going to do the other side and rub it in a little bit. So a very, very simple seasoning. Let's get to the cooker. So I've got a large pan there with a centimeter or so of oil. You can use any oil you want. This is a peanut oil. Now what's important is that we don't put that fish in like that because of the lemon juice. So we just need to shake it off just a little bit, you know? We don't want all that lemon juice or liquid going in to hot oil. Okay, so the oil should be hot enough now. We're going to take a fish and we're going to drop it in. Now what's quite important, let me step back a bit. What's quite important is it's probably going to stick to the bottom of the pan. Just leave it, don't start getting underneath it and trying to lift it up. Just leave it and it will actually, after a few minutes, release itself. Just let it do its thing, it will release itself. That oil is hot, as you can see, but it's not raging. I'm going to be flipping it a few times. It's probably going to take about 4 to 5 minutes on each side, but I'll be randomly flipping it. But at the moment, let me see. Yeah, see, it's stuck. I'll just leave it and it will release itself. I'll be flipping it around. You can see it's released itself now. It was just stuck. How's he doing? Again, released itself. Let's try for a flip. And I'll be turning it a few times. I mean, it's better if you don't turn it that much, just so it can get nice and crispy on the outside. And you can see why we've cut those slices into it. It opens it out. It's beautiful. Again, it's released itself just after a few minutes. We can try for another flip. Beautiful stuff. And just basting it like this really helps, I think. I've done that one quite a lot. You can see how it's opened out. This fish is now ready. This size was maybe about 8 minutes, 7, 8 minutes. So nice hot oil, but not crazy hot. I'll fetch these out now. Okay. Nice and crispy they are, but they'll be really soft inside. You can put your knife in there and see. Nice white fish inside, crispy outside. Just serving that with some lemon. Very simple. Hope you enjoy that. I hope it's hello, how you doing? Look, we're going to be making this fish today. I'm using sea bass, but the process works pretty much for any fillet fish. Very simple in the oven version It's delicious. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. So I'm using sea bass. This is a sea bass fillet. That's 500 grams, which is just over 1 pound. You can see it's a beauty, like I say, just hanging slightly over each side of the plate there. Simply, we're going to cook this in the oven. It's a really, really simple process. Let's get moving. Right, so what I've got there is a metal dish. You can use metal, ceramic, or glass, as long as it can go in the oven. And you can also see that I've got slices of lemon on the bottom. That's going to protect it from sticking to the pan and also add lots of flavor. What we're going to do is grab this beauty and drop it right on there. It just about fits. So it's time for some seasoning. What I'm going to do is get some salt on there. And I'm going to add some black pepper as well. And then you can add what you want, really. So let's get the pepper on. Be fairly generous. I'm going to go with some paprika, some sweet paprika. Think about thyme, oregano, or oregano as some of you call it, rosemary, bit of chili powder. Entirely up to you. I'm keeping it nice and simple there. Then garlic. I've got some fresh garlic. Just going to pop that on there. Maybe, I don't know, half a tablespoon. Fantastic. And then I'm going to go with some olive oil. You can be using butter if you want, or you could use both. You could use olive oil and butter. I'm just going to use olive oil today. It's about 3 tablespoons there. Couple of tablespoons of lemon juice. And that's ready for the oven. So I'm going to get a preheated oven happening. Better to go into a nice hot oven than a cold oven. So get your oven on for like 10 minutes before you pop it in. It's going to go in at like 220, middle shelf. And when I say in the oven, I'm just going to light the bottom of the oven at this stage. And then I'm going to put the top on, or the grill part, a bit later. But that's going to go in now for about 8 minutes, bottom only. Okay, so that's come out of the oven now. So that's just with the oven on the lower part working. I'm just going to put a little bit more lemon juice on there. And then we're going to stick it under the grill, or the top part of your oven. And you can burn it up, quite frankly. All that garlic will burn. It's actually really tasty. So I'm going to pop it back in quite close to the flame. It's going to go in for about another 5 or 6 minutes. And there you have it. So just a few minutes under the grill part. It's kind of burnt up. You can go a bit more if you want on it, if you wanted. But yeah, I'm super happy there. Delicious. Let's plate that up. And that's it. Job done. Really simple. So you can see I'm serving that with some fries, or chips as we call them. Little bit of lemon and mint and some tomato. But yeah, fantastic. Have that with rice, have it without, with anything you like. In fact, it's delicious. Really simple, beautiful sea bass. So we're going to be doing this fish today, steamed fish. It's very, very simple, really delightful. Today we're using black seabream. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. Okay, so the fish that we're using today is called a black seabream. So it looks very much like a seabream. You can see it's got that kind of yellow and that kind of black mark in there. It's been cleaned. It's a really, really, really beautiful fish. Let's get moving. So when I say this has been cleaned, the guts have been taken out, it's been descaled, bit of the tail's been taken off, and his sharp fins all off. What we're going to do, take a sharp knife, and we're just going to cut into it, as you can see, just slightly. We're not going to be going in too much, a couple of millimeters maybe. I'm going to do the other side, then we're ready. With this one today, very simply, we're just going to get salt and pepper on it. Be quite generous with both. And then I'm going to flip that over and once again do the other side. So we're going to be steaming this fish today, and I've got a bamboo steamer, as you can see, but you can use a metal one or a plastic one. There's many types, but we're going to go with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slice some lemon and I'm going to lay it on the bottom there. So you can see I've got some lemon on there, and we're just going to place the fish on that. It just about fits. Okay, so why did I put the lemon there? 2 reasons. 1, obviously some flavour's going to steam through there and help flavour that fish. And 2, it will stop it sticking to the bottom. Sometimes your fish can stick to the bamboo or the metal surface. So I've got a pan there with about 1/3 of water, cold water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some aromatics in the water, so as it steams, it's going to be adding more flavor. So I've got 4 cloves, 5 green cardamom, a little bit of bay, and a little bit of sliced ginger. Think about other things, cinnamon. You know, you can get some. You can actually get some more lemon in there, a whole lemon if you want, something like that. Heat on high. Just bring that to a boil. So you can see that's boiling away. I'm going to turn it down a bit, so we're just going to kind of rolling boil. We don't want it going crazy. We're then going to get our fish and put our steamer on. And as you can see the steam coming through, we've got some nice aromatics in that water. Like I say, add what you want. You can do it without anything, but I think it just adds a little bit of something there, you know. So on goes the lid, and I'll be back here in about 9 minutes, I think, for that size fish. So I've just turned the heat off. Let's get some steam out of there for you. And that is really beautiful, really, really easy and super tasty. Okay, so you can see that I've dressed that just with a little bit of cucumber, onion and some bell pepper. What I like to do now is get some of the old beautiful pure sesame oil just on there, a little drizzle. We can put as little or as much as you want just on that fish. And that is fabulous, really, really good. Beautiful stuff, well done, lots of love.